Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha.
In the previous episode, we saw how the kingdom of Hastinapur was divided. The Pandavas accepted their fate and were given a barren land called Khandavaprastha. At first glance, it seemed like a harsh and unfair settlement, but destiny had other plans. With the guidance of Lord Krishna and the blessings of Indra, that barren land was slowly transformed into something extraordinary. The legendary architect Mayasura built magnificent palaces, lakes, gardens, and grand assembly halls. Soon, a glorious new capital arose. The city came to be known as Indraprastha, a city so beautiful that people said it rivaled the splendor of heaven itself. Under the wise rule of King Yudhishthira, Indraprastha flourished. The kingdom was governed according to dharma, the principles of justice, morality, and righteousness. Each of the Pandava brothers fulfilled important responsibilities. Yudhishthir ruled as the just king. Bhima ensured the strength and security of the kingdom. Arjuna commanded the army and protected the land from enemies. Nakul and Sahadev managed administration, welfare, and justice. Under their combined leadership, the people of Indraprastha enjoyed peace and prosperity. It was a golden period in the lives of the Pandavas. During this time, one dramatic event changed the destiny of the region forever. This was the burning of the Khandva forest. The god of fire, Agni, wished to consume the forest in order to regain his strength. But the forest was protected by Indra, who wanted to protect his friend, the serpent king Takshak. Agni therefore sought the help of Krishna and Arjuna. Together they stood guard around the forest while the flames consumed it. Indra tried repeatedly to stop the fire with heavy rains, but Krishna and Arjuna defended the fire and defeated every attempt. During this great battle, Arjuna received the divine bow, Gandiv, and Krishna wielded the powerful Sudarshan Chakra. From the ashes of the forest, the magnificent city of Indraprastha rose in glory. One day, the celestial sage Narada visited Indraprastha. He congratulated the Pandavas for their success and prosperity, but he also offered an important piece of advice. Since Draupadi was the common wife of the five brothers, Narada suggested that they establish strict rules to prevent jealousy or misunderstanding. The Pandavas agreed. They made a rule that whenever Draupadi was with one brother, the others would not enter that chamber. If anyone violated this rule, he would go into exile. The brothers accepted this condition with mutual respect, but fate would soon test this promise. One day, while Draupadi was with Yudhishthira, Arjun urgently needed his weapons. His bow and arrows were kept in the same chamber. Duty demanded that he retrieve them immediately. Knowing that he would break the rule, Arjuna still entered the chamber. True to the promise he had made, Arjuna accepted a self imposed exile of 12 years. Thus began a long journey that would bring many new alliances and relationships. During his travels, Arjuna reached the banks of the river Ganga. There he came across Ullupi, a princess of the Naga kingdom. She was captivated by Arjuna's courage and character. Using her mystical powers, she took him to the underwater realm of the Nagas. There, Ullupi expressed her wish to marry him. Arjuna accepted it. Their union resulted in the birth of their son, Iravan, who would later fight bravely in the Kurukshetra war. Later, Arjuna traveled to the kingdom of Manipur. There, he met the brave and beautiful princess Chitrangda. She was the only successor of her father's kingdom. Arjuna married her on the condition that their son would inherit the throne of Manipur. Their son was named Bhabru Vahana. Arjuna stayed in Manipur for some time before continuing his journey. Eventually, Arjun reached Dwarka, the kingdom of Lord Krishna. There he met Krishna's beautiful sister Subhadra. Two of them soon fell in love. Krishna knew that his brother Balram had the intention of marrying Subhadra off to Duryodhana. To avoid conflict, Krishna advised Arjuna to elope with her. Subhadra herself drove the chariot as they left Dwarka together. Their marriage strengthened the bond between the Pandavas and the Yadavas. Their son was named Abhimanyu, who would later become one of the greatest young warriors of the Mahabharata. Meanwhile, Yudhishthir's fame and power continued to grow. In order to establish himself as the supreme emperor, he decided to perform the Rajasuya Yajna. Before performing the ceremony, the Pandavas had to secure the allegiance of many surrounding kingdoms. Several powerful rulers were defeated. Among them was the mighty king Jarasandh, who was ultimately slain by Bhima. With this victory, the Rajasuya Yajna was successfully performed. Soon afterwards, Duryodhana and his uncle Shakuni devised a plan. They invited Yudhishthira to Hastinapur for a game of dice. Among the Kshatriyas, refusing such an invitation was considered dishonorable. Yudhishthira accepted, but the game was a trap. Shakuni was a master gambler who used loaded dice. One by one, Yudhishthira lost everything: his wealth, his kingdom, his all the four brothers, then even himself. Still the game continued. Finally, he was persuaded to stake Draupadi. Draupadi was summoned to the royal court. She refused to come. She was menstruating at that time, and as per the tradition, wrapped in one cloth. Then the Shasan dragged her into the assembly hall by her hair. In that hall sat the greatest elders of the kingdom: Bhishma, Drona, Vidur, and Dhritarashtra. All were tongue-tied, bound by some sense of duty or obligation. Hence, none of them intervened. Duryodhana insulted Draupadi and ordered her disrobing. In her deepest moment of despair, Draupadi closed her eyes and called upon her friend and savior, Lord Krishna. Krishna answered her prayers. Her sari became endless. No matter how much the Shasan pulled, it never ended. Thus, Krishna protected the honor of Draupadi. The terrible incident shocked the court. They were all tongue-tied, their heads hanging in shame. Dhritarashtra finally intervened and returned everything to the Pandavas. But Duryodhana demanded one more game of dice. Yudhishthira, being a Kshatriya, did not decline the offer, though he knew very well what would be the final result. And once again, the Pandavas lost. This time, the punishment was severe. They were sentenced to 12 years of exile in the forest. After that, they would spend 1 year in hiding. If they were found out in the 13th year of their exile, the exile would begin again. Thus began the most difficult chapter in the lives of the Pandavas.
ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः।
Om Shanti 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 Hari Om